than a 10 to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and sorry about yesterday, but, man, I was sicker than a mother. Got sick Wednesday night and was throwing up all day. Man, that bug is just still not feeling 100% today, but didn't want to miss 2 days in a row, plus there's so much going on. And I wanted to do my Thunder grades and all of that good stuff that we had. So we didn't get a chance to talk about the Thunder yesterday and what I saw Wednesday night and how excited I was for what I saw from the Thunder and what they did, because I was really excited about what I saw from them. I liked when they put everybody together, where they put where we started the game with Kaysen and that whole group. I really like what I see without Trey Man. I wanted to see what they look like without Trey, and with Butler and Kaysen and Jay Will and Chet and Keontae. Man, that's a good looking group. And then we're also going to talk today about the Thunder two ways and who, Keontae is the only one that they picked thus far. So they have two more two ways to be decided. So we are going to discuss that a little bit as well, as far as who's going to get that done. So I'm excited about the Thunder, man. The more I look at them, the more excited. And we're going to give grades. And I will say that I'm more and more excited about what Chet is going to bring to the Thunder. Now, do I like Jabari better? Do I like Banchero better? Yes, I do. Do I think they would do more for what I would want us to do and what I would like us to look like? Sure. But, I can't second guess Sam Presti and what he's done thus far, and, the fact how much he stockpiled picks, 57 over the next 7 years, and how I love how he continues to push them back because of, the team we have now is going to be really interesting. And remember, we have 3 first-round picks next year, so it's going to be good to see us together and see what everybody looks like and see what happens. So the Thunder played the Pacers in the third game of the Vegas Summer League. You can see the Thunder ended up winning 98-87. Here's the first half, second half stats, as you know that I love to do. The Pacers were 6 for 17 the first half, 12 for 28, 38 for the game. So they were 6 for 21 the second half. I loved what I saw from the Thunder's perimeter defense. This whole summer league has been really, really good, and I'm really pleased at what I've seen thus far from them, because they were just. When we had our normal group out there, when you had the second group out there, it wasn't that great. But I do like what I saw from them. I do like the way they were communicating on defense, where they're helping out. And then, of course, with Chet sliding over, playing the Ibaka role, which is what I'm going to call it. Chet is the Ibaka, playing the Ibaka role, where he scans over and comes over and helps out. So, but anyway, like I said, I was extremely excited about what I've seen for this summer, and I did get a chance. To grade every player. So it's going to be interesting to see when we get this done and what's going to happen. But anyway, you can see that the Thunder went from 24 rebounds to 42. We lost the rebounding battle, but we won. For the first half, which is what we needed, because the second quarter is when we won the game, clearly, against the Pacers. But anyway, man, great job by the whole group. And then I wanted to see Kaysen again because when you had Kaysen and Keontae in the game that we lost, the thing that I saw was him pressing and trying to be the man. And you're coming off a team. All you got to do is be a role player. So play your role, know what your position is, know what your role is. And so I thought that Coach Eck and Yo-Ye did a great job in putting these guys together, putting them in the right positions to succeed, and then giving us a good look for what we were going to be able to see this coming fall. So that being said, it was nice watching, especially Jay Will and Chet play together. I'm going to really like that combination because I believe that, Jay will protect guarding whoever their big man is if they try to be more physical because he can get out on the wing in the perimeter and guard, but yet he's big and physical enough where nobody's going to push him around inside. Then, of course, you have Chet roaming, so I like that. Then, of course, you're going to have SGA, J-Dub, Josh, Dort roaming around on the outside on the perimeter, Aaron Wiggins, as well as Isaiah Joe. So I think perimeter we're going to be really nice, and I think that Chet may secure that. Now, that being said, by Christmas we're going to know where we're going to be. And like I said before, Chet is going to make us a either 45 to 55 win team. That's what we're going to be right there from 45 to 55, depending on how well he plays. Depending on what he does, it's going to depend on those games. That's a 10-game swing. And it's going to depend on how important he really is. Because if he plays like the second overall pick, blocking shots, making some shots, being that next guy out there, being that fifth guy to be in double figures, because we know that SGA is going to be in double figures, Josh is going to be in double figures, J-Dub's going to be in double figures, Lou Dort is going to be in double figures. So if we can have Chet be that guy in double figures. Now, I will say this, I would like for him to be the fourth leading scorer, not the fifth leading scorer on the team. But I think Dort, unless they stop him from doing what he's going to do, he took 400 threes last year. 400 threes last year. That's a lot of threes. That's more than anybody else. And Isaiah Joe took, 3-something. But Isaiah Joe, of course, is our three-point shooter, whereas Dort, was not a designated three-point shooter. But then again, you got to ask yourself, do you want Lou Dort shooting jump shots, three-point shots, or do you want Lou Dort taking it to the basket? Now, I don't mind him taking it to the basket in spots when there's a lane and he can get there, yes. But him trying to make a move to go one-on-one to get there, I'm not interested in that. Or one-on-three, I should say. I'm not interested in that. But one-on-one, get to the basket, and you don't have to worry about a Kessler or somebody coming over, or Robin Lopez, Brooke Lopez. Then, yeah, I'm okay with that. But other than that, I do not want him driving to the basket. I want him shooting threes. If I'm going to have my choice, I'd rather him shoot threes than do the other. So, and now, of course, in Thunder news, two-way contracts are going to be huge. And, man, here are the options. Keontae's already got his. So here are your four guys, to me, competing. And I don't know if they're going to throw Lindy Waters in there. I wouldn't, but this is just mine, not the Thunder's. Jared Butler, McConnell, KJ Williams, and Jaden Shackelford. Those four, the two guys, are the four that are competing for those last two spots. And Keontae, clearly, he deserves, he is just, man, he's going to be really good. I think the Thunder fans are going to be really excited about him and what he's going to bring to our team. I think you guys are going to be very, very surprised at what he's going to bring. Jared Butler, McCollum, KJ Williams will be another inside presence for us. But then remember, we also have Davis Bertans already, so I'm not sure exactly if they're just going to keep him on the G League team and let him develop, or if they're going to see if they're going to use Davis Bertans as trade bait and then go ahead and get KJ. Now, Jaden Shackelford is a shooter, so do we need shooters? Yes, we do. So that's an option there. Jared Butler clearly is a defender, another ball handler. It's improved a lot on his three-point shooting this summer. So that being said, here are my Thunder summer league grades. J-Dub, A+. He was just clearly the best player on the court. I don't know if he should even been playing. It was ridiculous. Chet Holmgren, I gave Chet a B plus because one, Chet is very slow, and two, Chet turns the ball over trying to do things that he is not capable of, trying to take people one on one. And I thought Butler and Trey Butler more than Trey did a good job of saying, hey, give me the ball. Case and two, jump in there, give me the ball. Get your butt down on the lane. Don't be trying to take it up and be this guy. You're not that, not in this league. Maybe in college and high school, maybe, but in this league, no. Get your butt down on the post. And Jared Butler is going to have to do a good job. That's one of the reasons why I gave him a B. But anyway, Chet Holmgren a B plus. Blocks, yes. Shooting, no. His ability to take people one on one, he can do that if it's open to get to the basket. Yes, if him trying to take people in a crowded, trying to go one on one and try to do all that, or 1-on-2, 1-on-3, yeah, no, not so much that. But if he can get one on one and take somebody to the basket, certain players, yes, a good defender player, no, he's going to get stripped because he's 7 foot tall and his handles are not as great as we were led to believe. Jay Will, I gave him a solid B because he doesn't shoot enough for me. Shoot the basketball, shoot the three more. I want him to shoot more. So I gave him a B because of that. But defensively, solid, getting rid of the ball, solid, making good decisions, solid, calling out defensive assignments, solid. But I gave him a B and not a B plus because I want him to shoot more and be more aggressive. And I gave him a full grade less because of those two things. Trey Mann, I gave him an A. Trey looked good. I think he's going to be great trade bait for us. I still don't think he fits in our scheme as far as our team's concerned because he wants to be more of a scorer, and we really don't need that because you still have J-Dub in there, you have SGA, you have Josh. And so I don't want Trey in there thinking that, he's going to be a lead dog over those guys. I do not like that at all, so that's why Trey's got an A, but I think he's got an A because he needs to be traded, not because he needs to stay on this team. I don't know if he has the disposition to really take a step back from what he really thinks that he can be. Jang, I gave him a B. He's just slow. He played tons better, but I did rate him a B. Remember, I'm not going to give him a grade Thunder until the end of the year, but I did not give him one last year. But watching him play over summer, he has improved greatly over last summer. He still shoots the ball pretty good, but handles, no, he does not handle the ball well enough to try to take people. He can get stripped because he dribbles too high, and he's too slow and lackadaisical. And like I said with Chet, it's not that he's so slow, it's that he's methodical in his approach to the game, and you can't. NBA is extremely fast paced, more athletic, which is what Wembanyama said that, that European basketball is more physical, and a lot of people in the NBA took that as bad. Now, to me, what he was saying is that the NBA players, the game is faster and they're more athletic, so they don't tend to be as physical. Whereas the guys in Europe are not as athletic, so they tend to grab and push a lot more and foul a lot more because they're not as quick and not as athletic. So that's what he was trying to say, even though a lot of people took it the wrong way. That's how I took him to mean it, because the NBA is extremely physical, but it is way more athletic and way faster than the European game. So I understood what he was trying to say. A lot of people took it out of context, and that's what they do. They use it as clickbait. JRE, C minus. I really like JRE, Jeremiah Robinson era, but I just don't see where he fits in on this team. I really don't. I like the guy a lot. And he's been one of my favorites over the last 2 years, but I just don't see after he got hurt. He's just not been the same guy. He's just not athletic enough for me for his size. He's just not. Jared Butler, I gave him a B because simply he just does not pass the ball inside. Dude, throw the ball inside. I mean, Chet was posted up on a guy 6 inches, 7 inches shorter than him, and Jared Butler just looked at him and took the ball in the way to the basket. Dude, give the ball up. So now I do understand he's trying to make a name and trying to make a point for himself, and he's trying to get, again, one of those the two spots that are available as a two-way player. He's looking to get that. So I gave Jared a B. Defensively, I love him. He does have some moments where he's kind of lackadaisical and really loses to me what his mission is out there. Kaysen, I gave him a B. I think he's still young, trying to figure out his way at guard, but I liked what I saw. in him. But the game that he played, the couple games he played where the guys weren't with him, or the game he played with him, showed me a lot about where he has to improve. So I gave him a B for that. Because I just don't think, I mean, I think that he's really good and he plays good and is a role player, but he did show me more shortcomings that he has, or things that he really, really has to improve on. When he did not have Jared and he did not have Trey Mann with him. So that much I saw. So that's why I dropped him down to a B. Should be a B plus. I should give him a B plus than a B. Keontae, A, defensively strong, can physically handle that position. He can easily, I think, end up taking Dort's spot in a year. If not this year, possibly for sure, maybe next year, the year after. So I think we've got a good shot with him. People don't even realize that he was the preseason SEC Player of the Year before everything went wrong with him with his health. And so you can just see that he's just playing himself back in. But you can see why he had that ability to be the Player of the Year in the SEC for Florida. And man, outstanding player. Man, I really like that kid a lot. I mean, big, versatile, physically strong, can shoot the three, get to the basket. Unlike Dort, he can actually score, and I think he's going to be more of a proficient shooter, because I think if you give him as many open looks as Dort got, out of 400 shots, he's going to make 200. I don't think he'll shoot, or he'll at least make 45%. I don't think he'd shoot 30-something percent shooting that many wide open shots. And plus, remember, Dort was a defensive guy more than he was an offensive guy. The same thing at McConnell. But the Thunder allowed him to score more and try to expand his game. Perimeter defense, I gave us a B. I thought we were still inconsistent a lot at times. I think that we gave up still a lot more shots than I would have. Well, let me put it like this. I'm giving us a B because we did not give up as many shots as we had previously. And this whole summer we've done really well at that as that we did last year as a team. So during the season. So I liked what I saw, but I'm not giving us a complete A because of the simple fact that depending on what lineup it was, depending on how good our perimeter defense was. And the other night with 8 minutes to go or 6 minutes to go, we're up 84-74. And you had Kaysen, you had Jay Will, you had Chet, you had Keontae, and you had Butler in there. And that group was just stifling on the defensive end. Love what I saw from those group of guys. Excuse me. And their ability to shut down things. Unselfishness on offense, and they're too unselfish. Except for a couple guys, as a group, we were very unselfish offensively, passing the ball. People were doing a good job moving without the ball, hitting the ball. We were doing a good job of getting looks. Now, we missed a lot of open shots, but the fact that I saw us being able to pass the ball, being able to be very unselfish and thinking of the team instead of me, but I really liked what I saw in that team chemistry. Definitely an A with the group that were playing together. You could just see that they were feeding off each other, feeding off each other's moves, feeding off each other's. Once a guy made a play, nobody was sitting there. Everybody was all excited about that particular person making a play. So I was really excited about seeing that from the Thunder. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, I really, really liked them as a group. I liked what I saw all summer. And like I said, I've got to give the Thunder overall. We're playing. By the way, our last game is tonight in Summer League, and we are 2-1. We played the Wizards tonight at 4. This afternoon at 4 in an hour and a half. We played the Wizards. I'm not sure. My guy Nathan Taylor asked me if we were going to do a show. I don't know if I really want to do a show about the Wizards and the Thunder, even though. Because everybody's not going to play. So if everybody played, yes, I would do it, but I don't think everybody's going to play. Now, if everybody does, if Chet and everybody plays, then great. Yes, I'll do a show. But I don't think they will, and I don't think Chet. I think I've seen everything I need to see from Chet, Jay Will, Kaysen, and Keontae could probably play again. But as a collective group, along with Jared Butler, that group, I've seen everything I need to see with them as a group. So I don't really necessarily need to see them come back and play anymore. Like I said, I liked everything that I saw with those group. And I'm just gonna say this right now, our team. I'm so excited. And then you look at the people across NBA landscape. You're talking about different radio stations or TV stations and the internet, and these so-called guys who know everything about basketball. You look at our roster, man. It's and Nathan and I talked about it the other day. I mean, on After the Storm, which of course After the Storm is the Thunder post game analysis show. And when you look at it, you goes, man, you know, you got SGA and you got Kaysen at guards, you got Josh Giddey, you got Dort, you got Isaiah Joe, and like Mitch, I don't know what we're going to get out of him. I just don't know yet. Jalen Williams, J Dub, we know Aaron Wiggins, and Keontae clearly is going to be a two-way guy now. Jang is going to be he can still go both ways because remember he's a first-round pick, so he'll be able to play back and forth. Poku, and Kendrick Williams, I just don't know where. I mean, one of those Jeremiah Robin, one of those three are not going to make it. Or two of those three for sure. And then Chet and Jay Will for sure. And then what are you going to do with Davis Bertans? But you know that you've got SGA, Josh, J Dub, Jay Will, Chet, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, and Dort. You know, you got that 8. You know, those are your 8. And then after that, it's a matter of putting in guys because you can put in Kaysen in there. You can add in Keontae in there. You can add in the Kendricks Williams. You could probably add a little bit of Poco in there because let's face it, Chet is not going to play more than 65 games at max if he plays that many. He's got to play 65 to be qualified for any awards. So we know he's got to play 65 to qualify for the Rookie of the Year. So we know that. But he's not going to play all the time. I'm not playing him back-to-back games. I'm not doing that. I'm stretching him out. You know, he's gained a little bit of weight, and you can see where he's definitely had some definition in his arms, and he's gained weight as far as muscle, not weight as in weight. So, but anyway, I mean, when you look at that team, dude, like I said, to me, it's really simple. The question is, are we going to win 45 games or 55 games? Now, remember, I'm still the only person that predicted the Thunder would win 40 games last year. And nobody saw it. The over-under was 23.5. I said 33 if we played the way I think. And then if we really do and play the way I think we really can play, we can win 40. And we should have been 45 games. But our coach, you know, because of the Thunder wanting to get back in the lottery, you know, we didn't necessarily get a chance to do that. But that being said, you know, we're still 45 games to 55 games. And it will depend on how well Chet plays. Because our deficiencies are what? 3-point shooting, perimeter defense, and inside presence. Now, Chet takes care of the inside presence along with Jay Will because Jay Will is great at taking charges. And then you get Chet in there at 3-4 blocks. And like I said, Chet, 12 to 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. If he averages 14, 8, and 3, he's the Rookie of the Year because, let's face it, Wembanyama's not going to play that much. He's going to play a little bit, but they're going to just slowly, because they don't care nothing about awards. They don't. They're going to let him play a little bit, let him get stronger, and ease into the game. That's what they're going to do with him. Because, look, the other 2 first picks, both are in Hall of Famers. David Robinson, Tim Duncan. So they're going to follow the same plan with him. They have a $500 million facility there for training and getting skills and teaching kids things, teaching kids how to get stronger, how to be more prepared, how to mentally be tougher, how to work on their skill set. So they're going to have all that available to him. So it's a process for them. They're not looking at next year. They're looking at 2 years from now or 3 years from now. That's where they're looking at and slowly build around him, build a complement of players around him, kind of like what the Thunder have done with SGA and Josh. You had SGA, then Josh came along, then J-Dub come along, and now you have Chet. And then you've got some role players. You've got Isaiah Joe who can shoot the ball from 3. We know that. Then you've got Jay Will who can come in and take charges and play defensively. We know you got Aaron Wiggins, who's one of the best lockdown wing defenders in the NBA. So you know you got that, along with Lou Dort, one of the best lockdown defenders in the NBA. So you know you have that. Now the question is, what can you add to that was missing last year? Somebody that can shoot the ball and then also play better defense, which Kaysen and Keontae can step up and do that. Mitchell, he was the Euro MVP. Man, he may be able to step in and do that, even though I think he is trade bait, but we shall see what happens with that. But anyway, so that's the Thunder. So you've got some shooting that you've improved in. Chet and J-Dub should help you with your inside presence. And as far as rebounding, Chet is still thin, and Chet he's still not really got that much of a bounce to get in there and jump up and do things. But overall, Chet is able to do what Chet needs to do for the Thunder to succeed. So, but like I said, so back to the two-way contracts, you've got Jared Butler, Caleb McConnell, KJ, and Shackelford. So you've got a guard who can play offense and defense, can score, which adds to your rotation, which will give you your guard rotation would be SGA, Jared, Kaysen. Those along with Josh. Those are your guards. And then your bigger guards would be J-Dub, Lou Dort, and then Shackelford. All three of those can do the 2-3 swing positions. Caleb McConnell is a straight-up defender. He is our Roberson and oh, God, my mind just went blank. The guy that we had before Roberson, I forgot his name. Anyway, he's that guy who can play defense, except that I think he can score better than either one of those can. But lockdown defender for sure, so we can get him along. Because, I mean, I think you put SGA, McConnell, and Keontae out front. Man, that's just a solid, along with Caleb, that's a solid defensive wall. And then you can put Jay Will in the middle to take charges if anybody gets by anybody, or you can put Chet down there to block shots and to alter shots. So you mean that group right there would be a solid wing group, defenders with that group. And then, of course, KJ Williams is another inside presence for that, and then Jaden Shackelford taking care of the shooting side of it, which is something that we definitely need to look at. Man, so in NBA news, here are the 2023 Hall of Fame inductees with their presenters. This was just announced. So Ann Myers will be presented by Nancy Lieberman. I had a chance to play against Nancy. She was, she was really good. But anyway, Ann Myers will be inducted by Nancy Lieberman. Becky Hammonds will be presented by Cheryl Swoops, and Teresa Weatherspoon. The 76 women's basketball team will be presented by Ann Myers and Nancy Lieberman. Becky Hammonds will be presented by Cheryl Swoops, Teresa Weatherspoon. Both of those are really, 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 really good players. Obviously, both of them are in the Hall of Fame. David Nixon will be presented by Jim Calhoun and Coach Cal. Dirk Nowitzki will be presented by Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. Both of them were his point guards that he played with, and that's a pretty good group. And both of those guys, of course, are in the Hall going back. Like Jason Kidd and Nash went in together. I just noticed that. Dwayne Wade will be presented by Allen Iverson. Love that D-Wade. Boy, man, was he really, really good. And Allen Iverson in today's game would be ridiculous, no question. Gary Blair will be presented by Teresa Weatherspoon and Van Chancellor. Gene Bass will be presented by Chris Bosh, Coach Cal, and Roy Williams. Gene Katie, who I'm not a fan of at all. He was my coach for the South team back when I made the USA Junior World Team. He picked someone else off of our team to be on the team, and the guy that he picked, his buddy's son, was the only guy who made the All-Star team, picked by the coaches who did not make the World Team, and I made the World Team instead of the guy that he chose in. So I'm not a fan of his at all. I don't think he's a very good person. That's just me. Maybe I'm a little biased because I don't like him, and he clearly, how do you lead your team in steals, scoring, assists, and steals and not get picked? Because he's a jackass. Greg Popovich, I know I'm speaking of him because rest in peace, but I'm not a fan of his at all. You pick the best player, not your buddy's buddy, your buddy's son. Greg Popovich will be presented by David Robinson, Manu, Tim Duncan, and Tony Parker. Man, what a group that was. Man, woo. Jim Valvano will be presented by Coach Cal. Coach Cal up there once again. Man, I love Coach Cal. He's really, I do love Coach Calipari. Paul Gasol will be presented by Tony Kukoc, which I think is interesting because Tony Kukoc was probably one of the first real European style players that we see now that was brought over by the Bulls. But anyway, Paul Gasol just man, he was really really good. Tony Parker presented by Manu Ginobili and Tim Duncan. Boy, that San Antonio squad that they had was just ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Man, we'll take the chance to thank our sponsors right now. Collaborative Logic, if you have any needs for any computers, software to be written to make your office run smooth, the website design, they are the people for that. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning. Oak Grove Trucking, and my guy Jose Fierro. Mister, I didn't give you the stats on the USA Soccer the other night. Thank you, Jose. You slipped up on me that time, bro, but it's okay. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game either. Greg and Max Nafee appreciate everything that they do, supporting everything we do year in and year out with the kids. And, of course, they have four guys that they can four kids who definitely love the fact that they sponsored them and they got a chance to go to college. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. I love those guys. They are the bank that sponsors us to go out to do remote live stream at Black, minority, and women-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go and see the guys because they are a personal bank and they love to see you at the main bank, 401M there in downtown Yukon. Go in and see the Horn Man, Nathan Taylor, or Carson Wright. Over there, YNB East, which is on the Parkway and US 66 or 39th Expressway, however you want to do it. Right there on the corner, YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road there in the lovely city, the growing city, soon to be a metropolis, it seems like, Mustang, Oklahoma. YNB Parkway, which is on Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there at Garth Brooks Boulevard. YNB Peoples, 6201 Northwest 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. That's the bank that I go to all the time. So, hey, by all means, do any of those. And then DT Construction and Consulting, 405-209-4051. You can give them a call, 405-209-4051. DT Construction, 2015 and Outlook. If you want to contact them, you can do that there. They're respectful, local, and loyal, which basically means when you call, Drew will answer the phone. That's what that means, okay? That's what that means. And then, of course, his Drew, HuskerDrewPicks.com. Here is picks of the day. He's been on fire, doing his thing. And, hey, by all means, go to HuskerDrewPicks.com and check it out. If you want to make some money, he's been on fire lately. The Braves, he's taken money line 262. Shocking. He took the Braves. Can't believe that. Dodgers, money line minus 114. The Pirates, plus 111. And the Pirates were flying there for a while. So, anyway, I'm interested to see why he was taking the Pirates. Reds, money line plus 107. The Yankees and the Rockies, shocker. They're playing in Colorado, over 11. Shocker, over 11. Minus 1.5, minus 105. And then, of course, the Guardians and the Rangers, over 8.5. I got to text one of my guys. And then the Guardians and Rangers over 8.5, 120. They're in Texas because of the weather. Maybe the balls might be flying out of there. Or the pitching has something to do with it. And then Padres and Phillies under 9.5, minus 105. So, man, he's got three of the picks today, huh? That's interesting. There's Yankees and Rockies, of course, that's probably for sure. That probably gave me 13, 14 for sure. That's probably what that would be, I would think, which is the reason why he did the over-under in that. So, man, I tell you what, in NBA news, excuse me, I got my other NBA news. In my other NBA news, Will Barton says that Carmelo Anthony is a top 15 player of all time. Score, yes. Player, no. Top 50, yes. Top 75, yes. Top 15, no. But one of the best scorers of all time, no question. And Will Barton's a good player. But I think this is the root of American basketball right now. The problem is that the reason why these European guys are coming over and doing so much is simply because the American basketball is more about us and Kyrie and the guys, let me take you one-on-one. How's your handles? Can you do me? Can you shoot the three and all that? It's about me, not we. And it seems like these guys, like the other day, a team was winning 40 to 8. It was still pressing. I'm like, you're killing this team. What are you doing? Why are you? I don't understand it. And those are the type things that bug me because I'm just like, when I coached, I got zero out of beating the crap out of somebody. What do I get out of that? Nothing. I get zero out of killing your team. I mean, that does not help me one bit. But of course, I'm trying to teach basketball, not trying to win. And a lot of these guys who are coaches, all they want to do is win. All the parents want to do is win. Well, you don't understand that affects your child later. Because when your child gets to high school, if your child has no fundamentals and doesn't know anything except how to run a full court press and a half court trap and can't use anything but his right hand, can't use his left hand, is not able to score, then what's going to happen? He ain't playing in high school. He's got to be able to be more than just killing. But these guys, these kids that are really good, they don't know anything about team basketball. They just know about me scoring and this and that because that is our culture. How many clicks you can get, how many likes you can get. It's not about anything depth. There's no depth in there. And it just drives me up the freaking wall. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And what do you think? We're joined by my guy, Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com. What do you think about that? I know you hate it as well, don't you? Or you will hate it once Amelia starts playing.
What are we talking about? I'm out of the loop.
Talking about Carmelo. Will Barton said Carmelo is a top 15 player of all time. And I was like, that's because today's generation is so about winning and about one-on-one and about me instead of about we and how to win, except by let me press full court, let me press half court, trap you, and just score a bunch of points because the team.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not top 15. I mean, that's putting yourself into some legit category right there. And now, I just don't believe he's there. He's a Hall of Fame basketball player.
Yeah, no doubt.
But college and pro. But you got to call him top 15. He never won anything.
Yeah, now scoring, Drew.
I mean, they did win a title in college.
Yeah, now scoring, I give him top 15 score. He can score,
sure.
But player, no.
Sure, but so is old boy that played for the Rockets.
Harden.
Freaking the guard.
James Harden.
No, yeah, him too. But what's a prolific scorer, the guard to play for everybody? Rockets, Clippers, freaking Nets. What's his name?
Oh, Eric Gordon.
No, come on, dang it! I mean, one of the greatest shooters ever. I mean, the guy's just an instant bucket. What is his name?
You got me at loss right there. I can't think of anybody.
Played for the Clippers for a while. Played for the Rockets forever. He's a guard, probably 6'2", 6'3".
Man, when you probably say his name, I'll think of it when you say his name.
I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good scorers out there,
Yeah, well, my thing is this is just to me, this is just a typical younger generation player not understanding winning. It's just about, hey, how many buckets can you? Hey, man, how's your handles? How's your three? Can you shoot the three? Can you score? I mean, it's not about winning at all. We're not building a winning culture at all in today's youth. It's just really, really sad. And then we're talking about the NBA mid-season tournament. Are you for it or against it?
Hate it. Why? It's dumb. How many people are actually going to play in it? You know what they're going to do? They're going to use that to play the younger guys, and everybody else is going to load management and go to the Bahamas for a few days.
Well, they really can't. They can't do that because it goes against their record.
We'll see.
It goes against their overall record. Now the players are all in.
I don't know. To me, they complain about too many games and load management, but now you're all in on a tournament.
Yeah, but the tournament, but Drew, you're not playing more games. It's still the same amount.
Right?
It's still no. Right? The game, those games count against your season.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they're going to go against your record. So they're not going, hey, we're going to do a mid-season tournament, then add 5 games.
I still
Nobody's
don't
going to go
like
for
it.
that.
Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't
Well,
mean anything.
they have to do some meaning to it. They have to add something to it. It can't be money because these guys. If I'm making $40
I mean,
million, what are you going to give me
yeah,
$100,000?
what are you gonna do? Get like a pinky ring that says you got one?
Yeah, I mean, what's that going to do for me? That ain't. That I'm not doing anything with that. That is not going to excite me at all.
No.
So, but
I mean,
now,
I'll watch it. Don't kid yourself. I'll watch it. If the Lakers win it, I'll talk trash about it.
now you
But
remember though, it's the weekend before everything starts. So it's that weekend before the tournaments and for the bowl games and anything significant. It's that weekend.
so is it right? When is it? Right
It's
before
like the
Christmas?
7th. It's like the 7th or the 9th of December or 10th or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get out and do my shopping and fade into a little bar at Flips and watch some of the tournament.
And
But
it's in
I'm not gonna
Vegas.
care.
And the semifinals or finals are in Vegas.
I don't know.
So that's a good thing.
I
But
think it'll be interesting to see how much effort these teams actually put into it.
well, they've got to do something that we all agree to make it better. Now, I do believe the All-Star game should do just like in baseball. If you're on the East, you're on the East team. You're on the West, you're on the West team. And whoever
Yep.
wins gets home, gets the advantage. Screw whether you have the best
Well,
overall record or not.
100%, because then you start to develop some rivalries. Like if you got the Celtics and the Nuggets or the Lakers and the Heat or whatever, they could they could see each other in that game too and develop more of the rivalry between the East and the West.
Yep, or something like that. I mean, you got to give something that's just like the All-Star game. It's a joke, man. Make it worth something. I mean, put some attachment on it because remember the NBA NMLB game was like that until they said whoever the winner is gets automatic home field advantage. Why wouldn't the NBA do something like that? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't have any problem with them doing that at all. So not to me. So now.
They don't need to make the colossal mistake that Major League Baseball made and make it worth the home field advantage.
No, that's what I'm saying. Make it work. Do something. I mean, I like that because now baseball, but it don't matter. I mean, the Braves didn't have home field advantage. They won anyway.
Yep.
So I mean,
pitching's all that matters in baseball.
you gotta have pitching. You gotta have pitching. So ain't no doubt about that. Now NFL news. When we did the DK Metcalf's top 5 of all time, which was ridiculous.
You can tell he didn't get to watch any of those other guys play or doesn't have YouTube.
I mean, it's just like I saw that. I'm like, what in the hell are you talking about? I mean, really, what are you talking about? But then before that, though, Josh Jacobs says he may miss out on training camps. Our running backs are getting paid out of history. I mean, their pay going down basically.
Yeah, I mean, they're dime a dozen. I mean, people realize they can just plug and play with some young guys and fresh legs. And you got these guys like Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley that they know that their life expectancy in the NFL is 3.3 years, 3 years, 3 games is the average life expectancy for an NFL running back.
And Drew,
they're trying to get their money.
They're turning down $13 million.
They ride them like Seabiscuit for 3 years. And then hope to God they don't get hurt. And if they do, they just plug and play with somebody else.
Yep.
I mean, I can't blame them trying to get paid.
But I'm not giving up $13 million.
No.
That's what he's talking about giving up.
I'll give up $13 million for Saquon. I might give
No. Josh Jacobs is going to give up 13, and Saquon, if he sits out, he's giving up 13.
No, I mean I ain't doing that. I don't know.
Because
what kind of financial planners they got and things of that nature, but I don't care. Saquon deserves his money. I think Josh Jacobs deserves his money. I mean, those guys are thoroughbreds, man. They ride them guys hard.
Yeah,
especially the Giants.
That's the deal with Saquon, though. The thing with the Giants is really simple. You paid the quarterback, and you're not paying the most popular guy in the locker room, who is more respected than your quarterback. You're not paying him. That's the guy you paid before the quarterback because everybody knows that quarterback ain't nothing without him.
And he's top 5 running back in the league.
Yeah, I mean, that makes zero sense to me, but I do think under running backs are getting those Christian McCaffrey deals. Those deals are gone. Ain't no more of those.
Emmitt Smith's sitting back there hoping one of those 2 guys doesn't report to camp.
Yeah, he does. Well, his record's never going to be broke. Nobody's going to play 15 years. That's not happening. That's not happening.
I'm sorry, not Emmitt Smith. Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott, nobody wants him either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If these guys start not showing up for camp and not playing, his stock goes up.
Well, I don't think anybody pays for Emmitt Smith. Do you? I mean, do you pay for him? I mean, not
Well,
Emmitt
I mean,
Smith, but Ezekiel
if you don't
Elliott.
have a running back and you need somebody that
That's cheap.
is proven cheap. I mean, and if you could go to a contender, which I don't think the Raiders or the Giants are contenders, but somebody he'll play this year. You mark my word, somebody's gonna pick him up
Cowboys.
somewhere through the year.
Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. For the Redskins.
Yeah, the Redskins. Anyway, here's Matt Cav's top 5: Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. He has Jerry Rice at 4, and Julio Jones at 5.
I mean, was he on like a cannabis podcast or something?
No, it's just. I mean,
I
no,
mean,
it's not like
Antonio Brown.
But like
really?
he may have been in that. He may have been in that van with Chief Keef. That's what he may have when he came out of that
exactly.
van. He may have been in that van when he came out of there. But Antonio Brown was great for 4 years. He was unbelievable for 4 years, and then that was it. And Jerry Rice still owns all the records that there are to own, and he played in an era where they could grab and they could hold and they could this and they could that, and he still put up those numbers. Yes, go across the middle.
Yeah.
And he put up the numbers that you guys have. They can't touch it within 5 yards. They can't this, they can't that, and y'all can't even come near his numbers. And you throw the ball more than you did back then.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, my top 5 were Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Calvin Megatron, and then number 5 I had Steve Largent and Marvin Harrison as 5 and 5A. You had Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Chris Carter as your third. Steve Largent, Michael Irvin, Larry Fitzgerald.
I wasn't gonna let top 5 go by without putting a Cowboy in there. Hey, Michael's got the stats.
But he ain't. I'm not taking him in front of Terrell Owens. I'm not taking him in front.
Oh, I think I might. I might take him in front of
Terrell. T.O. was a knucklehead off the field, he was good.
I love me some me, but Michael Irvin's a better wide receiver than Terrell Owens. I mean, I don't that to me. And I'm a diehard the Cowboys fan as it gets. I don't know. I don't see how you can do that. But,
hey, Drew. Did you see how many Ben gave us? Did you see Ben said the?
Oh yeah,
how many Drews? Is these all 5As all tied together? God dang, man. Ben threw in Jerry Rice, Moss, Terrell Owens, Steve Largent, Chris Carter, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald.
Great minds think alike.
Right, Marvin Harrison. Oh, Isaac Bruce.
I liked Isaac Bruce. I thought about him too. It was
and
a
then
great show on turf.
And he has Antonio Brown in there.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
He's from the Northeast. He's a little weird.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the hockey players. He got hit with a couple pucks, but we won't hold it against him. And then our boy Nathan has Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, Terrell Owens, honorable mention, Michael Irvin, Steve Largent.
Yeah, see? But you can see the age. See, Nathan and me and Ben are all around the same age. I mean, you're a little older.
Is that what we're doing? You always got to throw that in there. By the way, thanks for throwing that on my Instagram back in '93. Thank you.
Well,
now,
you were wearing your Mellencamp jean jacket.
Well, it was a classic Guess jean jacket. Leave it alone. It was classic Guess. So all right. I don't understand why you gotta say something to that, bro. It was a classic Guess jacket.
Scruff going with a kid in play. I liked it.
Yeah, I had that was a couple.
How far off was I on the year?
Well, it was a couple years. It was 2021 when I had braids. I had braids and I had my beard going on, and Dawn always talking about you never post pictures of me and you and because I had that picture of Jennifer and I. She says you never post pictures of me, so I was like, fine. I found one. It was her birthday, so I was like, boom, here you go. It was 2 years ago. Okay, our last picture we took together.
Did you tell her that I try not to post pictures of my side chick?
Oh no! Yeah, no, she would never be a side chick.
That wouldn't work.
No, she would never be a side chick, bro. That ain't
side chick.
Yeah,
right.
No. There's
I like that look though. I think you need to bring that Ricky Williams look back. That's a solid look.
Yeah, no, I like myself in braids. I did and plus when you have to put the just for men on there, you got to use a bunch. You got to do a bunch over there to get it where it needs to be because you just really can't do that. So, but anyway, have you seen Quarterback yet, Drew, on Netflix?
I have. Is that the Patrick Mahomes documentary?
Yeah, with Kirk
I
Cousins
mean,
and Mariota.
yeah, Mariota don't get much run, does he?
No, but dude, let's face it, he lost 3 games.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, really? You know, fumble
Yeah,
snaps.
I mean, the fumble the snap, and then he fumbled the handoff, and
Yeah,
then I mean,
threw the interception.
yeah, I haven't. I've watched the first 2 episodes. Patrick Mahomes' wife already bugs me.
Yeah, I mean, but you know
She's
what?
not that attractive either. I don't think she's very good looking.
Well, she is and she isn't.
She's got some facial acne going, which she needs to take care of. She's loud. She cackles.
Well, she's from West Texas. How many West Texas women you know aren't just like that?
That's a good point.
I mean, I know zero West Texas women. That's how
You
they
notice
all
his
are
brother's
just
not
like.
on that show.
Well, he is, but his face only. And you can't. I mean,
He's in jail for sexual assault. Or something
he's
now.
not in jail yet, but I mean, but you saw him over there. He wasn't even clapping, dude. He's on there for his TikToks. He's there for TikTok. He's there to get to take TikToks down on the field, and but of course he got banned after he did the TikTok on what's his name's momentum or memorabilia thing. I'm like, what are you doing? That's just go show he does not care.
I'm hoping that we get a Gracie Hunt sighting with the wife.
No, Gracie Hunt. I've seen them all. She's not on there.
She's not.
No,
you
there's
watched
not.
it all already. Dang.
Yep, I watched it all.
Where were you laid? You were laid up though.
I was sick. Yeah, I was, dude. I was, bro. Wednesday night, I went to Rococo's. It was great, and then I went and had a couple shots. I went over to the place across the street. We're not gonna mention the name, but you know what I'm talking about. The black hole.
Nothing good happens there. Nothing good happens
And
there.
then, man, about 1 o'clock in the morning, Drew, I was like, you know what I'm saying? When it hits you, when you wake up and your stomach is. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, no.
There is a stomach bug going around.
Oh.
It's going around the daycare, too.
Dude, I was sitting, and then I just had to get a trash can because it was I couldn't get up and turn, so it was just like one in front, one on the toilet. It was bad, dude. So yesterday I was, man, I still don't feel good. I mean, it takes you a good.
You know what? You need to go get you some V8. There's a V8 splash out there. Get your little V8 splash. I think it's a tropical blend. It's got antioxidants, a C and B vitamins, and get that. Start pounding that with a little water in behind it and some saltine crackers, dude. That's a recipe for success.
Yeah, I need to do something because man, it's just like because I was supposed to go there. Call me at the I was supposed to go to the barbecue place today because we missed Tuesday. I said, no, man, no, bro. None of that sounds good.
That last thing you need.
Yeah, none of that sounds good to me at all. But
although you could have gone ahead and sent the rib tips and signed my name to the bottom of it, my mom. That'd be nice.
Well, we're going in 2 weeks. We're going in 2 weeks to the bank. So but she hasn't wanted any lately because by the time I get there, it's 1 o'clock or 1:30 by the time we get there. But anyway, quarterback, I thought it was really good. I liked, doing the inside. And Kirk Cousins is he as vanilla as they come.
He is, but you know what? I kind of starting to like him a little bit more than I did. I mean, just kind of just who he is. I mean, he's just vanilla, and he seems like a pretty good guy.
I mean, Drew, I don't mean this bad, but dang, he's white, man. God dang,
he
I
is
know.
white.
God
dang. LL Bean.
Oh my God.
Patagonia.
But I tell you what, the brothers got him. They got him loosened up a little bit, don't they, with the chain?
They do.
They got him loosened up a little bit. So I do like that side of him. He can adapt, but. Dude, it was just watching the difference between Mahomes and them.
They be more polar opposites, him and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, God.
Family life.
Oh, not even close. Not even close. But you know what? That's not.
Marshall's and Mahomes is kicking it.
But you know what? What would you be doing, Drew? You and I would be Mahomes, would we not?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, we're gonna be driving our Rolls. That's the family car. Okay, we're going to have a souped-up Bronco with everything custom-made, custom paint in our Bronco when we want to cruise around in that. Then we're going to have our Ferrari to roll around in when we really want to be cool. I mean, come on now.
Date night.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have two nannies.
And Kirk Cousins is driving an Astro van.
Yeah, well, he was driving what was it? They were driving was that an Expedition?
Yeah, it looked like it. When he was at Washington, he was driving that Ford
That
Econoline
kind of
van.
like, yeah, but that was for 1 year. Then they got
Pretty
that
funny.
contract after that. But that was pretty funny.
Pretty
Was it
good
good?
show though. It's making me think about more who I'd want to see.
The
I
next
hope
time
they
around?
stay with that. I think Nathan has a good one with Mayfield. I think if he's a
Yes,
starter somewhere, if he's not a starter, you can't
Tampa
put him
Bay.
on the show.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
He's a starter at Tampa
Tampa
Bay.
Bay and then
Yeah.
Dak. You got to throw a Cowboy in there, probably Dak,
Well,
and then
Dak would be your Kirk Cousins.
yeah,
That it
and
would
then
be.
maybe Russell Wilson.
No, you'd have to have either a Joe Burrow or a
Or
Josh Allen or somebody
Josh
like that.
Allen.
Yeah,
So
somebody.
Josh Allen, Dak, and Baker. That'd be a pretty good
Oh
one.
yeah, that would be a real good threesome. That'd be a really good threesome. Because you
Or
got
you get the Russell Wilson in there with Dak. Either one. Russell
or
would be a good
Russell or
follow-up too.
Dak. Russell or Dak. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Russell would want to be the headliner. I don't think he'd want to be the second guy.
But I don't think he's a headliner anymore. I
No,
think
you
he's
and
in
I.
there the
No,
same
we
guy.
understand that. I don't think he understands that.
Aaron Rodgers, they're going to try to push Rodgers on you. Probably.
Well, they're not gonna push Rodgers because he's doing what's his name. They're doing the HBO thing, Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's not going. He's not going.
I just got a picture from J-Dub of Emmitt Smith at Tahoe at the celebrity golf.
Oh yeah,
match.
they're at the thing
He
out
said
there.
that the Cowboys have a big tent set up for all former Cowboy players. He says there's a bunch of them. I was like, dude, you got to go buy you a football. Just throw one in there, have them all sign it.
They have a bunch of footballs there. You already know that.
Oh yeah, I know. That's how I know they sell them. You need to figure out how you do that.
Is he there at the match, at the golf
Yeah,
thing?
he's at the match. He's with Don Joy's in their big VIP tent.
Oh, okay. Because that's gonna be a nice deal because you got everybody there. Well, the thing is this.
He lives a rough life, Matt.
I know he does. Hey, Drew, I'm gonna say this. You weren't here the other day. John Smoltz made this comment. Okay, I just went, what? He said that between him, Glavin, Pedro Martinez, and what's your other guy was the other pitcher that was good for y'all?
Glavin
Maddox. They faced Tony Gwynn 334 times. Now combined, they struck out 12,000 people combined. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how many times do you think they struck out Tony Gwynn?
6.
4.
Yeah.
334 times.
I've read that stat somewhere.
It was
crazy.
That's just stupid, dude. Stupid. And he said it's so funny as him and Pedro are the only two who struck him out. Glavin and Maddox 0. 0.
Doesn't surprise me on the Maddox because Maddox is a ground ball pitcher. He always pitched to contact, but that surprised me. Glavin didn't strike him out because he had a nasty curveball.
But Tony Gwynn was so disciplined.
Yeah.
And such a hitter.
J-Dub, speaking of J-Dub, he's got a sick Tony Gwynn jersey and bat hanging up in his house that he got signed before he passed.
Yeah, dude, he was. But when I heard that deal, I was like, where the hell is Drew at for this thing? Because that is just. I mean, those four.
Crazy.
Those four,
And
only 4
You
strikeouts.
throw in Avery on that staff with the Braves, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with Pedro Martinez and really 4 times.
Yeah.
So Smoltz got him twice and Pedro got him twice. That's it. And they said 12,000 batters. Everybody else, they struck out 12,000. And him only 4. That is just, when I saw that stat, though, I was like, wow, that is just crazy, crazy, crazy good. Now, about your boy Ohtani, okay. Drew.
Why's he got to be my boy?
Well, I mean, he's not, but you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about baseball. Anyway, do you think he's pitching his last game tonight against the Stros? Because, deadline is 2 weeks away.
No.
But he's not re-signed. He said he wants to go somewhere else.
Well, I think if you're the Angels, man,
He says
you got to at least put on the facade that you're doing everything possible in your power to sign him.
But Drew, he wants to win and go to the postseason.
I mean, they're not out of the playoffs right now. They could make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, he basically wants out of there because you haven't won with him and Trout, and you can't win.
If he wants out of there, I mean, if he I'd package them both. And boy, I tell you what, if they let Otani leave, Trout's going to want out.
Yeah.
He'll be right behind.
But Drew, $700 million is what they said he's going to get paid.
Jeez, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, dude.
Drew, $700
put that in the fact
million.
That, put that in the fact that Ronald Acuna makes $110 million.
Right. But isn't that stupid? $700 million. That gets you in the.
Acuna's gonna be the MVP this year.
Yeah, he is, dude. He's pretty good. I know that's shocking news to you, but he's pretty good.
He got robbed in the All-Star game, dude. He should have been MVP if that ball goes out of the ballpark.
I know, but it didn't.
Dang it.
It didn't, but he did good though. I gotta admit that.
I'd have clean swept the board that day. And HuskerDrewPicks.com would have clean swept the board.
Oh, did you? If he'd won MVP, dude, I sent somebody to you.
I had the National League, the under, and the MVP.
Well, I sent a couple of people to your cats the other day. I was sitting there smoking a cigar, and this guy was like, "Hey, I've been watching your show." I was like, "Okay, cool." He goes, "I really like it," and he goes, "Dude, I went to that Husker Drew pick thing, and man, that guy made some money off him." I'm like, "Well, okay, are you going back?" I mean, what are you trying to tell me? I mean, are you saying you made money, you're not going back, or?
I got another number you can call. We can get you. I got another number you can call. We can get you set up for football season.
Yeah, I was like, man, come on, dog. I mean, it was kind of funny because he was like he made money, but it wasn't like he was trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he went back, but it just was kind of funny. I just kind of laughed at it.
I'm sure.
I just kind of laughed. I was like, man, okay, you make money off the dude. Are you going to go back, or was it not enough? Or did you not bet enough? Or, I mean, what are you saying?
Well, the whole thing is you gotta figure out what kind of player you are. How many games you're comfortable playing, and then if I give out the picks, you gotta play them all. You can't play just the ones you like.
Right.
Because the ones if you play them all and give me a week, you're gonna make money.
Yep, that's right. Now that's facts. Now that's facts. That is facts. There's no.
I may lose, and I'll lose. I will lose. I lose every once in a while. I'll have a losing night, but.
Not
7 out of 10. I'm hitting at about a 60% clip.
Well, Drew, we've been doing this for what, a year, and you have not had a losing week yet. Knock on wood.
No.
You haven't had a losing week yet. So we've been doing this a year. You have yet to have a losing record. I mean, a losing record in a week. So, I don't know what people got to hear, but you are at about 60%, which is crazy. Because I was telling my guy Gary Vick about that, and he goes, he's winning what? I go, yeah, 60% of his games. He goes, he's not the bookie. I said no. I said, no, he's not the bookie. I was like, no, he's not.
Entertainment purposes only.
But anyway, I thought that was funny because the way he looked at me, he like, wait, what? Yeah. He doing that?
In NBA basketball 2 years ago, I was running at about a 75 to 80%.
No, that was when we first started doing it. You were stupid. It was what were you 30-something and 6 or something stupid?
Yeah.
It was insane. The run you went on.
We got on a heater there towards the end of the year.
Yep.
And went through the playoffs. And we're killing it.
It was you were crazy, dude. I mean, like, who the hell? What is up with this man? You were just on fire. There's no question about that. So, that being said, we want to let everybody know my basketball camp is coming back up. And did you give Amelia her button? Did I give it to you?
Get a button?
Oh, I haven't given it to you yet. She was supposed to remind you to give you her button because at basketball camp, at each camp.
She says she wants to go to camp, but she wants to make sure there's going to be.
Well, she's going with.
She's going to have somebody a friend with.
She's going with, what's her name?
Lena Bell?
Elena, yeah. And then my other friend, her daughter's supposed to come too, and I'm trying to get them. But right now, she goes, "Where's the lake?" And I'm like, "You've been at the lake all damn summer." I mean. You can't come back. I mean, it's about time for school. She goes, well, I don't know if we're going to come back that soon yet. I'm like, really? You've been at the lake literally, Drew, they've been at the lake for a month. They bought a lake house, and they've been at the lake for a month.
Well, I mean, a lot of these days, folks could work from home. If I didn't have to be on roofs, Tricia could work from the lake. She'd probably just go ahead and go into the lake anyway without me and have to see me on the weekend.
Take the girls and be at the lake.
She really, hey, don't put it past her. It would not surprise me.
Well, the problem is
that why don't you just leave me down here at 10 Killer and you can come back on Friday?
Yeah, well, what's so funny is that her boyfriend, fiance, he's gone. He's the one that's gone all the time. So she's like, hey, we're kids. We might as well be at the lake. Got our boat. We're at the lake. I was like, okay, well, I guess so. I mean, because he just comes back on on the way. He's about, I think, every 10 days. He's here for 4 days or 3 days. Every 10 days, he's gone for 10 days and back for like 3-4 days and gone for 10 days. So I mean, she's like, man, but the dog. She goes, well, let me see. All 3 kids are here. Our boat's here. Our house is here. Our dog is here.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. I'll take.
Like,
I don't really have a comment for that, Drew. I really didn't have anything to say. But anyway, camp is the August 2nd and 3rd, grades 2nd through 7th, and $155. You can Venmo, Cash App me, either one. And right now we only have 12 spots left because we only take 20. We have 12 spots left, and I really haven't even.
Now for the listeners out there, you had your first camp. Are you gonna be doing anything different for this camp than you did for the first camp?
No, we don't do anything different, bro. This is a learning camp. We work on.
No, I know there's learning, but are you gonna be dialing in on something different than what you did the first time? I get
No, our camps are all
skills.
the same. We work on left-handed dribbling, right-handed dribbling, 2-ball dribbling, left-handed shots, right-handed shots, defensive slides, how to move over, passing the ball, how to chest pass, how to overhand pass, how to bounce pass, how to pass in transition, as far as going up and down the court, and how to shoot layups and how to shoot mid-ranges. And for those that can shoot threes, they do that. So what we do is we're there for 4 hours, and the last 45 minutes are the kids playing pickup, 5-on-5, and you have 4 teams of 5. And the 4 older kids get to pick who's going to be on their team. And your daughter was ridiculous. I don't know why she didn't want to come back. She was killing them boys. I mean, she killed them like.
Hey, she didn't want to come back. She just wants to have a girlfriend to hang out with.
Well, she didn't need one because she was killing them, Drew. But I don't know if that's gonna make her softer. But Drew, I'm telling you, I was trying to explain to her, like, I don't know if she got that from you or Trish, but her jump shot is pure. She's nice, man. She's real nice.
What do you mean? You don't know who she got that from? Come on.
I think Shannon was been working with her. But dude, she grabbed the rebound and went almost full court. At least she went probably a little over half court with her left hand dribbling with somebody guarding her.
Right.
I was like, wow, we've only been working on this since yesterday, and this was on Thursday. On Friday, and dude, she's really good. But anyway, that's what we work on, Drew. It's about, like I tell people, our camp is about learning how to dribble and learn how to shoot, learn how to pass, learn how to catch the ball.
And that's what like, with someone like Amelia, that's what she needs to be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, she needs to get all of her fundamentals down.
But like I tell people, Drew, this ain't a camp. If you're trying to come to have fun, this ain't the camp for your kid. You just wasted money because you paid me $155. Guess what? The next day, your son ain't going to want to come back. Because that happens all the time. I said, I try to explain to y'all, ain't no refunds. Your kid, this is not daycare. Okay, we ain't out here. This ain't the Y. This ain't the Thunder camp where they can just go up and have fun. We run up and down the court. This ain't that. So this is where we get mad. I get mad at you if you ain't doing right. Everybody gets punished as a group. And in fact, she got him out of trouble, Drew. She had to knock down a free throw. I wanted to make him run. So she was mad.
I told her that my grandmother used to give me $5 for every free throw I used to make. So.
Oh, I'm sure
Carolyn
Carolyn
going to start hitting me for that.
Hit you up. Hit Carolyn. Hit Carolyn.
I took her to the woodshed. I took Kay to the woodshed for those.
Oh, did you? I know you did. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you what.
I was getting.
Hey, when I gave her that, when I picked her, I got the Amelia death look. That's the look I got. She looked at me with cut those eyes at me like, did you just call my name? Oh, she was hot. She was hot. And then went up there and knocked down the shot. So, by the way, did you go play golf today?
I did.
Did you and McBride?
This morning, but it was cart path only this morning, so I didn't go. He went at 11:30. I'm trying. I got stuff to do today. I got payroll this afternoon and had a meeting, a Zoom meeting I had to take part in. So
yeah.
I don't have those attorney hours.
No, you don't. Yeah, no, that's why when you said, man, I would have played, but dude, my stomach, I'm still, like I said, I'm gonna go. What is that? Text me what that is. That V8, whatever it is. Text me what that is.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, because I still don't feel that good, man. I really don't. What was that you had there at Maud's party? What was that? That beer that would taste like red beer?
Oh, that chelada.
Chelada. Ooh, that was good, man.
Well, they're good. That's good stuff.
It was nice and cold, too.
There's a place called Bonita's on 47th and Meridian that has a world-famous chelada. I don't know what they put into it, but they got it. It almost tastes like it's not really a seltzer that they're adding to it. It's a secret ingredient. They won't tell you what it is either.
Uh-huh.
But it's almost got like a champagne That's it.
Is it right over there by Bunny's?
Yep.
Man, Bunny's sounds good, man. They got good onion burgers right there, man. Ooh, that sounds good too. I know I can't have an onion burger. I would be back.
No.
I'd be
Or
back
barbecue.
curled up. Well, yeah, and plus this weekend I'm gonna be in at the Wayman Tisdale Golf Tournament this weekend too, up there at Hard Rock. So that's gonna be good seeing R.W. McQuarters and the whole group, and it gets out of control real fast there, Drew. It gets out of control bad because they give you your first 2 drinks at the bar, and you know how those bartenders are. I looked at her like, okay, can I said, hey, can I have a vodka? I have a vodka soda, and I looked at her like she literally, Drew, just tipped the soda thing over and just. I was like, wow, okay, this is gonna be. That was the night that Mark and I went to. That's the night that Mark and I went to Waffle House, not knowing that there's a Waffle House on the corner. We drove to the hood in Tulsa from the Hard Rock. Nah, we were feeling pretty good. We were feeling pretty good. We Ubered. I mean, we Ubered. Drew, we Ubered. You know, you're not supposed to be drinking and driving, so we Ubered. I can't be saying I drank and drive. I Ubered. Right? Is it limitations up for that?
What's that?
I said I Ubered. I did not drive to over there to Alameda from the Hard Rock at 2:30 in the morning to eat breakfast.
No.
A $44 breakfast, by the way. How do you spend $44 at Waffle House between 2 people?
Was that just on food? Or
Yeah, that was just on food.
No,
Yeah,
no Bloody Marys?
just on food. Now there were 3 policemen that were there when we walked in, and they took one look at me and Mark and was like, "Okay, you two do not belong on this side of town." Drew, the look on their face like, okay, these two need to be over here. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So, all right, brother, appreciate you. I'll see you Monday.
All right.
All right.
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.
My guy, HuskerDrewPicks.com, Drew Henthorn doing his thing. And like I said, go to HuskerPicks.com. And you're going to make some money. And remember, like he said, you got to bet all the picks. And if you go with him for 1 week, just give him 1 week trial. And I promise you, you will keep coming back. That being said,